Hello, everyone, and welcome to our daily English podcast on the Learn English at Home channel. Today, we'll explore an important topic, the structure of the United States government. Have you ever wondered how a country as big as the U.S. organizes its leaders and laws? Stay with us, and don't forget, you can comment or send us questions anytime.
Thanks for joining us. We'll walk through a short story, explain helpful vocabulary words, and connect these ideas to real life. By the end, you'll understand more about government and add new words to your English skills. Ready to begin?
Let's start with our story. The United States government is composed of three major sections. Did you notice the word composed?
Let's explain that word. Composed means to be made up of something. For example, a pizza is composed of cheese, dough, and sauce.
Great! And when we say sections, we mean large parts or divisions. For example, a book has different sections or chapters.
So, the U.S. government is made up of three big parts or sections, each with a special job.
This idea helps us see how big things can be divided into smaller parts to work better together. The story says the government is based on the Constitution of the United States. Do you know what Constitution means?
A constitution is a set of important rules or laws that explains how a country is run. It's like a big guidebook for the government. Many countries have their own constitution.
Exactly. And the U.S. Constitution was put into effect in May 1789, more than 230 years ago.
That's right. It's amazing how these rules have lasted so long and continue to shape the country today.
The story mentions three parts: the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. Let's pause and explain branch.
A branch is a part of something big, like a tree has branches. In government, each branch has different jobs. It helps keep the government balanced.
Good point. Now, the executive branch is the one most people know. Executive means the part of government that puts laws into action.
Exactly. The legislative branch makes the laws, and the judicial branch checks if laws are fair or broken. Each branch is important.
Each branch works independently of the other two. Let's explain independently.
Independently means each branch does its work alone, without being controlled by others. For example, you can do your homework independently without help.
This system is called the separation of powers. Separation means keeping things apart, and here it means each branch keeps its own power.
This helps ensure or make sure that no one branch becomes too powerful. It's like when you share a pizza with friends and everyone gets a fair slice.
That's a great analogy. Checks and balances keep everything fair in government, just like sharing keeps things fair among friends. Next, let's talk about the executive branch. It includes the president, vice president, and the cabinet. Let's pause on cabinet.
A cabinet in government is a group of important advisors who help the president make decisions. It's not the kind of cabinet you find in your kitchen.
Right. The president is the leader of the country and the commander-in-chief of the U.S. military. Military means the Army, Navy, and Air Force, the people who protect the country.
The vice president is second in command. If the president can't work, the vice president takes over. The cabinet acts as agents of the president. Do you know what agent means?
An agent is someone who does work for another person. For example, a sports agent helps athletes with their jobs. In government, an agent helps the president carry out tasks. The cabinet members have responsibilities. A responsibility is something you have to do or take care of. For example, your responsibility at home might be to wash the dishes.
That's right. If the president resigns, it means they decide to leave their job. Sometimes people resign for personal reasons or because of problems.
And if the president dies, resigns, or is removed, the vice president becomes president. It's important to have a plan for these situations.
This helps the government keep working smoothly no matter what happens.
Now let's move to the legislative branch. The story says it consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate, together called Congress. Let's explain Congress.
Congress is the group of people who make laws in the U.S. It has two parts, the House of Representatives and the Senate. A representative is someone who speaks or acts for others.
The House has 435 representatives, and the Senate has 100 senatorstvo from each state. The legislative branch can levy and collect taxes. Let's explain those.
Levy means to officially say people must pay taxes. Collect means to gather or take something, like collecting stamps or collecting homework from students.
Congress also establishes courts, declares war, and raises the military. To establish is to start or build something. To declare is to say something officially. To raise means to make something go higher or increase it, like raising money or raising an army. Congress can also mint money and establish federal courts. Mint means to make coins or print money.
That's right. Congress can also support the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Navy is the part of the military that works on ships and in the ocean.
Any new law called legislation must be approved by both the House and the Senate. This process helps make sure laws are fair and discussed by many people.
It's a system that lets different voices be heard, not just one group. That's part of what makes democracy strong.
Lastly, the judicial branch applies the laws. Judicial means related to judges and courts.
The highest court is called the Supreme Court. Supreme means the very top or most powerful. Other lower courts can be created under the Supreme Court.
The judicial branch works with state courts, but they are separate. This separation keeps the system fair and balanced.
This way, no single court has too much power, and everyone has a chance for justice.
Now, let's connect this to our own lives. Why do you think it's important for a government to have separate branches and shared responsibilities?
Great question. Imagine a school where only one person made all the rules, taught all the classes, and gave all the grades. It would be hard to be fair. Sharing jobs helps prevent mistakes and unfairness.
Exactly. The U.S. system is like a team. Everyone has a role. This idea is useful in families, clubs, and even at work. Dividing up responsibilities helps things run smoothly and fairly.
Thinking about your own life, when have you seen teamwork or shared responsibilities work well? It's a valuable lesson in any country or language.
Let's review our new vocabulary. First, compose, for example. A salad is composed of vegetables.
Section: the library has a section for children's books. Next, constitution. Many countries have a constitution to guide their laws.
Branch. The company has different branches in many cities. Executive. The executive makes sure the company's plans are done.
Cabinet. The president's cabinet meets every week. Agent: my friend is an agent for famous actors.
Responsibility. It's my responsibility to lock the door. Resign. She resigned from her job last year.
Congress's Congress will vote on the new law. Representative: each state has a representative. Levy: the government may levy new taxes.
Collect. The teacher collects homework every Friday. Establish. They established a new school. Declare. The country declared a holiday.
Raise: we must raise money for the trip. Mint: the country mints coins every year. Military: my cousin is in the military.
Navy. The Navy protects the sea. Senate. The Senate meets today. Separation. There is a separation between work and play.
Supreme: the Supreme Court is the highest court. Judicial: the judicial branch checks the laws. Legislative: the legislative branch makes laws. Independently: she works independently on her homework.
To remember vocabulary, try making flashcards, use new words in your own sentences, or practice with a friend. Repetition is key. Now it's your turn. Can you think of another place like a school, a company, or a club that has different sections or people with special responsibilities? How are they similar or different from the U.S. government?
Share your ideas with us in the comments or discuss them with a friend. Practicing your English by talking or writing about real-life examples helps you remember new words and ideas.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, learning English is a journey. Take it step by step and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Stay curious and keep practicing. Even learning a little bit every day makes a big difference over time. You're doing great.
Before we go, here's a tip. Try teaching today's words to someone else. Explaining things helps you understand and remember them better.
We hope you enjoyed learning with us. Have a wonderful day and keep shining on your English learning path. See you next time.